Welcome to what might be the most incredible compound we have in MX Bikes. This is the Lawrence compound by JV. Boys, today we're going to take a look at the two Supercross tracks and the Motocross track. There's even a sand track on this one and a Supermoto track, but I'm going to leave those for you so that you can take a look at them yourself. Alright boys, let's hop into it. Good morning my friends. Welcome to the Lawrence compound. Oh, there's a swamp. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Welcome to the Lawrence compound by Mr. JV. We're going to try to give you a couple laps around each track here, starting with the Motocross track. Oh my gosh. And just kind of talk about things. And we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk to you about, man, what the growth on the channel, the growth on the TikTok. Everything's just been absolutely crazy lately. So, anyway, let's talk about the tracks, though. This is the Motocross track from the Lawrence compound, created by JV. First of all, thank you, Mr. JV, for letting me get my hands on this bad boy early. And boys, let me tell you, you won't be disappointed when you see the name JV. You know it's going to be good, and this does not disappoint. Everything about this track, this compound is incredible. The Supercross is actually really fun. It's a lot. I'll be honest. Typically, I don't really like Supercross in this game. Unless it's like, Stoney's Supercross. There's not really, there's a few, I can think of a few outliers I really like, but to be honest, most of the time, I just enjoy the aerial kind of Supercross, and anything else just doesn't really do it for me. However, I definitely could see myself grinding this Supercross track, or these two Supercross tracks. One of them is really, I don't want to say hard, but it's really technical, and one of them is just really fun and flowy, and you'll see when we get there. Oh my gosh, Doc's so mid. Anyway, this is the Motocross track, so we should be talking about Motocross, not Supercross. You know what I mean? I will tell you right now that the ruts on this track are absolutely incredible. If you have more skill than Doc, which is not difficult to do, you can absolutely rail everything. If you're just like Doc, you can rail about half the rut and then blow the berm out. But no, I was kidding. The ruts are really good. They almost look like they're not going to hold you very well, but then when you actually like get into them, they hold you really well. I think it's a little optical illusion there, a little opti-illusion. Anywho, yeah. That was one lap on the Motocross track, and now we're going to try to do another lap. Oh my, we're just coming up short already. There is a little rut on the inside here. I'm on the 450, by the way. Hashtag BLITZCO designs for the skin here. People ask me all the time, where can I get your skin, dog? Well, you can go to BLITZCO, and you can get your own fire one. I don't know, I'm just hashtag adding! Oh my gosh! I guess while we're doing hashtag ads, let's just hashtag add Out of This World designs, which you can also find in my description. They do all of our gear and stuff. Anyway, back to this track. It's amazing. I don't know why we just did a bunch of hashtag ads, but you're welcome. They're sponsors, much love. And like this section right here, boys, I'm telling you right now, you'll never find something that feels more flowy than that one little S-turn, or as I think the EU people like to call it, a little chicane. I might actually just be called a chicane, and I have NA education. But who knows? Anyway, let's talk about, okay, I'm a little all over the place. Welcome back to a random Doc video that's just absolutely chalked, but, man, this track is amazing. I believe that if you guys pick this up, you will not regret it. Trust. It is very amazing. It's JV, boys. It's JV. All in. It's everything that you would expect from a JV track and more. And honestly, one thing I'd like to say is if you had the Baker's Factory and you struggled with performance, I know a lot of people struggled with FPS issues on the Baker's Factory. I can tell you that on Doc's Booty Buns computer, that does seem to be checking out. Performance doesn't seem to be an issue. My computer, if you guys watch my streams, my computer's like a solid like 3. You guys know that my computer's like a solid like 3.2 out of 10, and I don't really seem to have any FPS issues over here, so we're vibing. Ooh, let's go over to the Soupy track. I usually do a cut here, but let's just let's just take a little whirl over there so you guys can see the vast like size of this place. We're gonna transfer over this. Call me Kevin Wyndham. We're gonna land. Oh, what in the? What the physics? Okay, that was the most interesting physics I've ever experienced. Welcome to MX Bikes. The track goes this way, Doc. This is, you know, what we'll call the white clay Supercross track. This is probably the most flowy, and well, I don't have my Soupy setup on, by the way, boys. So, oh, as you see, we're okay. Hold on. Let's get a little Soupy action here. Hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back with Supercross. We got the setup on. My bad, boys. Anyway, this is probably my favorite of the 2 Supercross tracks that JV has released on this. No in particular reason other than probably just I'm better at it, you know, because we always like to feel good about what we're doing instead of feeling like we're mid at the game. But it also just flows really well. Triple quad for your dads there. And then this one you can triple that, but I also do like to double. I don't know if you can do that in the 250, but you double, triple onto the table. Upshift to third here. Oh my, then we're just gonna, oh yeah, look at that front end suspension just working. These tracks are definitely more like tight than an aerial track, you know, as far as, like, look at this, that's only like 2 bikes wide. It definitely gives you more of the feel of like a, you know, like a training compound versus like an actual track, which I actually really like. Ugh. You know, usually, like I said earlier, usually I don't really like that vibe, but for whatever reason, on this particular compoundsicles, it actually just really works for me. And it's actually, it's pretty nice to have something a little bit more tight, technical, and like honestly a little bit more difficult, that makes you have to think a lot more about what you're doing instead of just right trigger and sending everything. You know, like especially when we get on that other track, you'll see it's really steep and technical. Oh, we're just gonna be mid and double, triple. We're just gonna say that that's actually a hotline there, and not just Doc messing everything up. Oh, okay, that suspension barks. But man, yeah, oh yeah, W physics, guys. Hashtag ad if you're trying to buy MX bikes, you're very interested in it. That's the best example of what MX bikes is. Sometimes you go into a corner and your bike just does a 360, but you know, we don't really know why, but here we are, we still play the game. 3,500 hours later, WMX bikes. Ooh! Alright, and then we're gonna get this clean. And then we're gonna get this clean. No, we're not. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, also, I'd like to address a TikTok issue, okay? Because I've been popping off on TikTok lately. We've almost doubled our size on TikTok in like 3 weeks. W transfer, Kevin Wyndham, JK. All right, boys, as we move over to the red clay Supercross track here, let's address this little TikTok issue I'm having, and that is, you know, when I have a reaction or something like that, a lot of my comments are full of like, you're copying Troy or whatever, and I'm not, you know, and I'm my own little fella here. Troy and I are homies, and you know, he is absolutely crushing it right now. I don't think there's anyone in the MX bike space right now killing it as much as Troy. But I'm certainly not copying. Anywho, let's move on from that topic, because anyway, we love Troy. Hashtag W Troy in the commentsticles. But let's talk about this track here. Oh my Lanta. Okay, this track is a lot more technical than the other one. Maybe it doesn't look like that right now because Doc's just absolutely barking. I'm just kidding. I'm not really barking, but you can quad over that, by the way. Oh my. What a display of incredible physics there from MX Bikes. You can quad that section, I think, but man. Yeah, anyway, I just want to talk about this track a little bit more. I just want to thank JV for the opportunity to give her a whirl, and I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy this track if you pick it up. It's very enjoyable. And before I go, I just want to thank you guys. You know, we just hit 15K on TikTok, which is actually crazy. And of course, we passed 10,000 subs over here on YouTube, which is honestly even like way more crazy, and I'm just really grateful. And man, my wife and I have really, it's interesting. I always talk about, you know, people have this like number, and I always kind of talk about it in a negative way, where people who hate on you or don't support you, it's kind of a light switch, you know, and they have a number in their head that, you know, once that number next to your name hits the number in those people's head, the little light switch goes on, and all of a sudden they're your biggest fan. And I talk about it in a negative way a lot, but it's interesting to see how the number next to my name affects my decision making, and honestly, like, affects whether I, you know, how much I believe in myself, or my wife and I, how much we believe in what we're doing. But man, I gotta say, when that little number clicked 10K on YouTube, it changed a lot of things for me and my wife. We really, you know, started to take this a lot more serious than I think we had. And I don't know, all I can say, man, is I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming. This channel, hopefully, so, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna die. Hopefully new channels. Oh my gosh, we just talk so mid at Soupy, it's crazy. New channels coming. I really believe we're just getting started. So from those of you that have been with me for, you know, years, for those of you that have been with me for a month or whatever, man, thank you. I love you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that you guys have given us for, you know, by supporting and watching and everything. So as I just absolutely single the whole rhythm section, thank you for all that, and I hope that you guys have a blessed day. And you know what, man, I'll see you in the next one. I have a lot of good things, a lot of good helpful content coming out, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, stick around for that. All right, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. We're gonna triple this real quick. Watch this. Roll. Triple, then we're gonna quad, roll, and then we're gonna die. My bad, just kidding. Okay, love you, bye, have a good day.